All right. Dwayne Gilly with White Creek Outdoors, back with another gear review. Excuse me, that's good coffee. Drink coffee or die trying, that's what I say. Okay, today we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. This is the Kuiu Super Down vest. This is a little bit older model. Kuiu's now upgraded to the Super Down Ultra. This is the original one. This vest right here and its counterpart, their jacket, were lifesavers for me this fall. I did some hunting in Montana and we had some really cold temps on a couple of days, and if I hadn't had this stuff in my pack, I would have froze my butt off. It was ridiculous how warm this thing made me as soon as I put it on. So go over some of the specs. It's 6.4 ounces. The new Ultra Down, I believe, has more downfill, and it's a couple of ounces lighter. I think it's 4.8 ounces with a 900 downfill. This is 6.4 ounces with 850 downfill. It has the Toray Quick Down. It's a certified Polish down. It has a water repellent coating on the down and on the fabric that helps try and mitigate any moisture that this thing happens to come into contact with, which is great when you're dealing with down, because when down gets wet, it's done. It has two-way stretch fabric, and it has the YKK zippers. Both the jacket and the vest have zippered hand pockets on the sides, as well as zippered chest pockets. Has drawstring waist adjustments down on the bottom with cord locks, so you can draw that up. The inside is black, outside is obviously camouflage. Like I said, this and the jacket were extremely handy this fall. I used them in Montana, and I also used them here in Michigan. Reason why I'm inside today is it's a balmy 6 degrees outside. We get those type of temperatures here in the fall and winter. This fall, when I was out muzzleload hunting in December, and when I was gun hunting in November, these were welcome additions to my wardrobe. These things kept me nice and cozy and warm. The vest is great if you just want to layer up and leave your arms free so you're not as warm. I tend to shed a lot of heat if I leave my arms exposed, so I can put the vest on and keep my core warm and not overheat. This is, like I said, extremely lightweight, extremely packable. The chest pocket on this and the hand pocket on this serve as their own stuff sacks, and I'll show you how this works. Zip this up. You unzip the chest pocket and you just start working it inside the pocket like this. I'm a little fumble fingered, so this is going to take a little longer than it probably should. This compresses down into an incredibly small, lightweight package. Like I said, their new Super Down Ultra vest is even lighter than this. They changed the stitching and the baffling a little bit. So there's the vest, stuffed into its own pocket. This thing weighs almost nothing. It's extremely small. You can throw this in a pocket or just inside your pack, and there's no excuse not to carry this, or if you're running the jacket, it packs up the same way. There's no excuse not to carry those as a nice insulated layer for when the temperature changes. Pull it out of your pack, unzip it. Pull it out, give it a little shake, kind of fluff up the down a little bit, throw it back on. If I was hunting, I wouldn't leave this compressed in, stuffed in there and compressed like that for days on end, because your down's gonna lose a little bit of its loft. But as you're hunting during the day, keep this thing in your pack. It's a great way to warm up. The really only drawback on this that I've experienced so far is the noise. That's something you kind of have to live with this type of garment. The down has to be kept inside. You're dictated by the type of fabric that you can use, because you have to be able for that down not to work through the fabric. So far, I haven't had any issues with any down working its way through the outer shell and losing it. So that's been a non-issue. The noise, not a big deal. If I'm wearing this as an insulating garment, I'm throwing my guide jacket or another jacket or a sweatshirt over top of it, which really dampens the sound of that material. So the noise isn't a big issue. Deer hunting here in Michigan, all the deer have yellow eyes because they're scared. They don't live very long. So if this thing was extremely noisy with an outer garment over top of it, there's no way I could wear it hunting here, because if a whitetail hears that, it's gone. I'm going. So the other thing to keep in mind when if you're looking at this particular vest or the newer models that Kuiu makes, these things are all athletic cut. Okay, this is their extra large. I'm 6'2", 220. I'm not super athletically built, but reasonably so. It fits me well. If you're thicker, you're going to want to go with a 2XL. And I'll throw the jacket out. This is the extra large jacket. Again, everything's the same. It's just the jacket model. There's a zippered pocket on the chest, some 2 hand pockets, and it's the left hand pocket that serves as your stuff sack. I'm relatively long arms, and as you can see with the extra large, it's not super huge on me, but I can wear some layers underneath it without having any issues with it being too tight. And it fits me fairly well. It does have some stretch fabric in the cuff, which allows taking it off and on a little bit easier if you're wearing gloves or you're a little beefier in the wrist area. So that's it. That's the Kuiu Super Down jacket and vest. Questions and comments? I'd love to hear them. Get outside birds of powder. Thanks.